The 90s can be seen as the decade where video games really started to gain popularity, with a number of renowned franchises and publishing companies getting started during the decade. And among them was Square and Enix, two companies that would later merge into simply Square Enix. Whether it's their flagships like Final Fantasy or Dragon Quest, or some surprises, here are their best games for every year of the 90s. Starting in 1990 is Dragon Quest IV, which many regard as one of the best RPGs on the NES generation, and an undisputable classic. Dragon Quest IV is a unique game in the series that's split into several chapters, each focusing on a different group of characters, before having them all combined together in the final levels. Next is Final Fantasy IV, the first of the franchise to make it to the Super Nintendo, and it expanded the level of narrative that could be explored in a video game. It also introduced active time battle, a system that would be used for several games in the franchise to come. Dragon Quest V takes 1992's spot. This landmark JRPG is one of the most renowned Dragon Quest games in the franchise, and features several conventions popularized by other games, including using monsters as party members and the ability to marry and have children. Then in '93, Secret of Mana would release as the most well-known entry in the Mana series, one of Square's less popular franchises. It was known for its incredible art style and active battle system. Final Fantasy VI was released in 1994, and to this day is one of the series' highest acclaimed. With a large cast and a unique Magicite learning system, it was also the last 2D game in the series, so it had a special legacy all its own. The year after that was Chrono Trigger, another fantastic RPG made from the collaboration of the creators of Final Fantasy and Dragon Quest. This game is considered to be one of the best of all time, with a unique story featuring multiple endings, side quests, and a stellar combat system. 1996 goes to Star Ocean, created by the newly established Tri-Ace, which split off from the original Tales of Phantasia team. And fittingly, Star Ocean features a similar real-time combat system and a unique sci-fi story. Final Fantasy VII dropped in 1997, and it also dropped the world of Final Fantasy into 3 dimensions. It went on to be easily the most renowned RPG of all time, and its influence continues to shape the RPG landscape even decades later. Released 2 years after the original in 1998 is Star Ocean: The Second Story. The game is a landmark entry for the series, establishing a number of systems that would be utilized in future games. And finally, in 1999, we have Chrono Cross, the much anticipated sequel to the famed Chrono Trigger, though it ultimately played quite a bit differently from its predecessor. But although it was highly controversial at the time, it's still highly regarded by many. And just like that, the 90s are over. Thank you so much for watching, and go to GameRant.com for more like this.